And no, it is not the Undisputed Era, but LA Park kicking us off in this tag team tournament.
Yeah, Lapaka. It's quite the shock to the system indeed. As we continue with the second half of our first round matchups in the tag team tournament.
As this will be Lapaka's first match in a WWE ring, no less, as well. A veteran of many years, and a man who has raised his kids into Lucha Libre as well. I imagine El Hijo de la Park will be watching from the backstage area.
That's one of the going back, one of the originators to just being very serious while still managing to put a good sense of humor on wrestling.
Yeah, to be fair, Mexico is pretty good at that, when you think about it. Kind of lost these days, but La Park stands out in the crowd. And even at his age, he's still a phenomenal athlete.
Question is, who is Lapaka teaming with?
I imagine a lot of people are chomping at the bit. Wait a minute, that's a great Buddha.
Yeah, so legend in his own right. Great Muda, a almost psychotic alter ego.
Yeah, the great Muda has a legacy behind him. He's often said to be one of the best wrestlers in the known world, and I would 100% stand by that.
I certainly wouldn't argue with him.
Oh, absolutely not. Both these men had stints in WCW, no less, and have actually fought against each other, never along with one another. It's a very interesting dichotomy here.
Couple match legends. Putting any differences they might have had aside, maybe even joining together due to respect.
Yeah, I think both of them are the Mexican and Japanese equivalents, you could argue. And their opponent, I think, has little respect for the legacy of the Park in Muda, as it's EC3, even Carter the Third.
Yeah, it's an impressive athlete. One of the best talkers in the modern era, that's for certain.
Yeah, and I would argue one of the most improved athletes of all time. Let's face the reality here. EC3 is a top-level performer, and a former world champion, no less.
Yeah, in general, the top 1% might be referring to money, but I think he's definitely going to be talked about in rarefied air as far as this generation of talent goes.
Yes, he is that top caliber talent in Ring of Honor. Definitely happy to have him on board. Already putting on great shows versus Flip Gordon. And even for a one-night return against Moose and Impact. You definitely see him being a priority in the wrestling world.
Yeah, you gotta think if he does settle, especially if he settles in somewhere like Ring of Honor, you could definitely see him being a solid mainstay of the future of the company.
Also, can I just point out a dream match in Ring of Honor? Him versus Joe Hendry. I want to see it.
I'm interested to see what we get from Joe Hendry, as he has announced he is no longer the prestigious one. He is no longer the local hero. Maybe whenever Joe Hendry returns, he will be something new.
Well, that would make them a great team, and it appears that Ted DiBiase, after letting his $1 million championship be fought for in a ladder match at NXT, wants some in-ring action once again.
Yes, another, another member of the top 1%, financially speaking. This is a big money team, to say the least.
Absolutely. Ted DiBiase, some have argued, is one of the best talents of his generation. And I think there is truth to that. He's definitely one of the best characters to ever come from that era of wrestling.
Just have two big money players, two big personalities as well. But I think two big personalities can very much be said about who they stand across the ring from.
Absolutely can be. EC3 so like larger than life. And DiBiase speaks for himself, of course.
Everyone in this match is very much a personality. And very unique one at that.
And not only that, but they are all very talented athletes. And trying to get some distance here on EC3.
Diamond's carry takeover. Gains control. Sends to the EC3 to the corner.
Yeah, LA Park's probably not going to be doing a lot of high flying in this contest. Probably going to bring in some very vintage lucha libre, the more submission kind, I imagine.
Yeah,
we might see
that slow pick aparting style, that wearing down and breaking down of the body.
Absolutely. I think DiBiase's okay with that pace as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm sure looking to lock in that modified sleeper, that $1 Million Dream.
Ooh, massive slam there by Park.
Yeah, full Nelson slam. Sends DiBiase to the corner. Eats a big ass boot. They're just trading corners. Ref's down in the first match again. It's 2 shows that's happened now.
DiBiase, Irish whip war happening.
Yeah, both men want to make that tag in their corner. DiBiase managing to get it.
Yeah, EC3 punch the gut. Classic old school heel work here.
Yeah, just keeping it in their corner and working the man down.
Yeah, this is what makes EC3 great, to be fair. Is he understands classical psychology.
I think more so than that, he just understands wrestling psychology as a whole. I mean, like, you could put EC3 in there with anyone and he'd be able to work with their style, I think.
Absolutely general all-rounder. I think $9 Man enjoying the pace that EC3 is trying to utilize here. LA Park tries to get some distance, goes to the Muda.
Makes the tag.
Yeah, this is a matchup. Muda and DiBiase here. Running STO.
Takes Muda to the mat. Back to the corner. It's a back elbow. And then a handspring back elbow to follow that up. Seen some of that athleticism from the great Muda.
The Muda has not lost a step in his age. This drop there by Muda. All by the psychology. That's something you've got to bear in mind with Muda. He is a master of just trying to freak you out.
Yeah, Muda will get in your head. Pile driver. Still talking about getting in his head between the fist drop and the pile driver. Looks like the Muda is targeting the head. Although as I say that, he goes and works on the arm a bit. EC3 trying to break it up, but doesn't. Muda Salt.
Yeah, there's a move that Ruto's retired, but bringing it out one last time, it appears.
Yeah, special occasions. Call for special returns of special moves.
Who's going to try to pull the arm out of DiBiase's socket there?
With a moonsault now adopted by... I believe that's on the outside, Lapaka might be beating up EC3, but our cameras aren't catching it. I get completely distracted from what I was going to say. Maybe actually catching the leg there.
Someone's getting 5 at the camera work here. Come to DiBiase slamming the knee of Muda onto the floor.
Yeah, Lapaka's
followed
back
by
on
a
the
scoop slam.
Yeah, Lapaka back up on the apron. I'm not sure where EC3 is.
It was stomp to the eyes. Handspring elbow countered by DiBiase.
It's a bit of delay again, I think. In Ico commentator's feed. I'm wording well as well.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm trying to make things out here. It's becoming a challenge.
Muda gets it.
Yeah, Muda and Park win the matchup. They will be moving forward.
That was. What now? What's going to be interesting going forward? There was not a lot of tag team synergy between these two. They might have got the win, but they didn't do much as a team, and that's something that they're gonna have to. They're probably gonna have to learn if they want to get to the finals.
Absolutely, but I think that there's a mentality there. Both men very good at picking out DiBiase and singling him out.
Yeah, I think
that's strategy.
I think Lapaka had the right idea. Just take out EC3 on the outside, and so for quite a while there, DiBiase had no one to tag.
And that's how you win matches. It's tactics.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these two move on. But they do, in fact, move on to the next round. Oh, more of these standouts from the last tournament. Looking at him carry some of that momentum in spite of their loss in the last one. Carry the momentum they had in the last one through to this one. Maybe hope to win this time.
Absolutely, and what can we say about Kevin Owens that hasn't been said? No, generally, what can we say?
Yeah, people were definitely running out of good things to say about Kevin Owens. He is doing it all. He's done it all.
It's not for lack of trying, let's put it that way.
Doesn't seem to matter if he's a heel, if he's a face, if he's fighting for the people or fighting for the championships. It's hard to not love this man. It appears he is teaming up with another standout from the tournament. In the shape of Kyle O'Reilly.
And what a standout Kyle O'Reilly was. If I'm not mistaken, middle of the pack in terms of points, but still putting on great matches.
Yeah, high end of the middle of the pack. I think 8 or 10 by the end. And yeah, putting on like every match he was in, he put on a great showing. No short of heart in well, I was gonna say no short in Kyle O'Reilly, but also yeah, no short in Kevin Owens either.
Yeah, you know, Kevin Owens has by far the most heart, I would imagine. It's manufactured itself into resilience. And he might need it to deal with the very evil, very nice Danhausen.
Yes. Dave, honor, giving us access to Danhausen for the sake of this tournament.
Danhausen is a very strange character. Somewhat called demented, I would argue.
Yes, he was once a fairly normal wrestler. Then one day something happened. No one knows what or how. Then he became this. He became what you see today.
I mean, here's the thing, though. It only takes one bad day to drive a sane man to lunacy.
And Danhausen will be joined by one of his many tenured partners, one of his more recently tenured partners.
Just to clarify, it is not John Cena.
It is not John Cena. Although I'm sure John Cena would love that Danhausen too.
Indeed, but it is PCO, Pierre Carl Ouimet,
Yes,
the oldest Ring of Honor World Champion.
The Frankenstein of the wrestling world.
Yeah, if you want to see a veteran, I would argue PCO is that veteran. Now, this is a man who's tangled with Bret Hart. Say what you want, but not a lot of wrestlers today could argue they fought Bret Hart.
Certainly not too many modern champions.
Indeed. And remember, the champion he beat was Roosh. Roosh is a hell of a competitor.
Yeah, no mean feat. It will take a lot to put away the monster. Yes. KO, the team of KO.
The way Kevin Owens taking advantage.
Yes, we have the team of the KO versus the team that as far as I'm aware, is being called. I've seen the name thrown around of the Rock and Shock connection. I believe that was a suggestion by PCO. Danhausen wanted it to be the Rock and Sock connection, but that was already taken.
Yes, I must admit the feed is not the greatest, but we are going to persevere here as Danhausen takes control. Tags in Pierre.
Assisting with the high crossbody. Half Nelson.
However, Kevin is just suplexing. Kevin Owens might face.
Do I need to try and adjust things?
You might need to try adjust things, yes.
Let's see.
As I was saying, however.
Double shoulder tackle with the KOs.
Kevin Owens has never been across the ring from a Frankenstein like PCO.
I don't think many people have been across the ring from Frankensteins like PCO. As well, I'm sure you won't see much time moving at all, but I will take a short pause to try and fix things.
Danhausen running clothesline.
Because I don't know, did I actually bother trying to reset the feed before? I generally forget, but I will try because that seemed to work last time of just stepping out and like resetting it.
Yeah. Entrances, fine. Match, no.
She's real weird.
All right.
Ready to start up again?
Crack it on. Let's. Streaming of viewing currently has reduced video or audio quality. This may be due to network conditions. Yeah. Let's try it.
Okay. As we continue on, Danhausen.
The answer's no.
Okay, good. Danhausen.
By forearm countered. To a swing in that breaker.
Yeah, there is definitely quite the delay on my co-host's feed.
Yeah, if you've heard of predicted text, this is predictive commentary.
No, that's the opposite of that.
This is not predictive commentary.
This is commentary 10 minutes late.
It's Inception, okay?
O'Reilly
It's
making the tag out to Owens. Danhausen grabbing Kevin Owens. Snap nair. Kick to the spine. Kevin Owens ain't having any of that. Sunset flip bomb. Only gets a 1 count. And stomping away.
Pinfall. Not enough to put Danhausen away.
And there you go. There's your adjustment.
I'll say in the future.
How far behind he is. Owens now stamping at the hand. Sit out Joe Buster.
Yes, commentary over 2 time periods. How to pinfall. I see a Danhausen dragging a Kevin Owens.
See Danhausen making a tag. In comes PCO. Deadlift suplex. Stump to the midsection.
With a gut.
PCO caught him up on the fireman's carry, but Kevin Owens able to fight out of it.
So hammering Kevin Owens' stomach, trying to break free of the control that Kevin has.
Kevin Owens out of the way of the splash in the corner.
Body splash, headbutts to top turnbuckle. Not a great way to go.
CO now. Maybe looking for it a second time. Gets it the second time of asking. Splashing, throwing all of his weight against Kevin Owens in the corner. And again, just for good measure. Another gut-wrench suplex.
Pumped.
Hopefully the technical people will be able to solve the issue, but any issues we're having out by the next match.
Looks like it's in the Boston. Crap. Joe gets out of it.
Delayed vertical suplex from PCO to Kevin Owens. At the moment, it's just PCO keeping Kevin Owens in there. No tags, no nothing, just PCO and Kevin Owens going at it. Kevin Owens now making a look at no. Went running in, PCO able to get out of the way. Yeah, technical issues is making it's rather difficult to do a two-person commentary booth. Frog splash to the back of Owens. Takes Owens down, but takes a lot out of PCO as well.
PCO backing in Kevin Owens.
See on the corner, Owens gets blocked. Owens now sent to the corner. Cannonball.
Cannonball.
PCO
goes to the
cover.
pin.
It's a 1. Kylan to break it up. Rolling forearm. Takes out Danhausen. There's a late vertical suplex to Kyle O'Reilly. And back again we are to PCO versus Kevin Owens.
Yes, we are trying, but Lord knows it is currently a minefield.
Cover from PCO. Only A2 count. No one's fighting out. Another big splash from the Frankenstein.
It's still in the fight, it appears.
Also, yes, we know Frankenstein is the doctor and not the monster, but no one cares. No one has ever cared. Stop saying it and shut the fuck up. Kevin Owens, pop up power bomb. Goes for the cover. Danhausen in for the save at 2.
I have not seen anyone else get taken out, so this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, Danhausen's still in it. Kyle reaching for that tag. PCO making a tag. Danhausen missing the dropkick.
This is to consider tagging in Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh no, and still not making that tag. Owens sends Danhausen to his friendly corner. Gets hit with a boot. Third DDT from Danhausen. Is this a chaos theory, Hausen? Kevin Owens finally able to get out there. Gets the tag out. It's Kyle. Kyle doing some damage to the arm. Looked for the back suplex. Danhausen flipping out of it.
Danhausen. Things are happening.
Danhausen might be looking to say goodnight, Hausen.
We go to sleep
Yes.
of some kind.
Yes, like I said, he's saying goodnight, Hausen.
Only 8-2 from the go to sleep parade.
Only a 2 from the goodnight, Hausen. Oh, the very nice, very Neville, as I've also heard it be called. Couple of knees from KO. And a double suplex. And once again, we're back to PCO and Kevin Owens. Another tag made, though. Kyle and Kevin. Kevin now. Kyle, sorry. A hook in. Hit something big. Sheer drop brainbuster. But only 2.
PCO kicked out. Yes, PCO did kick out.
Choke from PCO. It's the Gorilla Press into the spine buster. Strength of PCO on display. Now we get to see some of the technical ability of Kyle O'Reilly.
I'm just going to enjoy the ride here.
It's probably for the best.
I am trying to understand the current move situation. Just see PCO kick out of a city like Boston.
There's that technical ability that got Kyle O'Reilly so many points in the last tournament. Kyle and PCO now fighting in the
Counter,
corner.
PCO counter.
Jump toe hold from O'Reilly. Tags on both
Loving blood
sides.
to the back of Kyle. Wow, there's a. Flags there.
That hasn't ducked the clothesline. Owens with the low drop kick. Kevin Owens and Danhausen. Bit of back and forth. Kevin Owens, the clothesline in the corner. And putting the boots in.
Owens dragging Danhausen.
Just pushing the boot into the stomach. PCO's been busted open. In fact, it looks like Kyle's choking out PCO.
He's still busted wide open. All looks of it.
I wasn't quite paying attention, but I think we missed a Canadian cock tease from Kevin Owens. But I'm not missing the pop-up power bomb to Danhausen into the cover. PCO's out. And still only gets a 2. Moonsault from Kevin Owens.
Yeah, there is a massive delay.
Kevin Owens bouncing the head of Danhausen off the mat. Looks for it again. Pop-up power bomb with authority. PCO just a second too late to make the save. Team KO are your winners. Although I think that took at least one more.
I think the time streak continuum has returned to normal.
Wonderful. I think Kevin Owens might be a bit surprised of how many shots it took.
I might have in the middle of the replay here.
Yeah.
It's the GTS.
Kevin Owens celebrating Kyle O'Reilly.
And I see the victors. I'm hearing match audio, however. I'm very confused.
Well, our winners in this match, 2 modern day legends, will fight 2 Attitude Era legends in the next round, in the form of the Rock and Wrestling combination of The Rock and Kurt Angle. And for now, congratulations to Kevin Owens and Kyle O'Reilly. Well, thank God no one gave Zach Gibson a microphone.
What you mean? I'll have you know the Scouse accent is the most relaxing accent.
As someone who is half Scouse, I disagree. Half of my family are Scousers. I disagree. That's the more cohesive tag team, definitely in this round. I think will be the Grizzled Young Veterans, the GYV. But I think they're going to they're not going to have the easiest time of it just because they are the more experienced tag team.
Absolutely not. Both of their opponents well known to tag team competition. And AJ Styles, no exception.
Up until recently, Raw Tag Team Champion. Yeah, there's plenty of experience both in the tag team game and just in the wrestling game in general. GYMV might be a bit more of a cohesive unit, but they are fighting veterans of the business.
Absolutely, and AJ Styles, the accolades speak for themselves here. Former WWE champion, former TNA champion, former NW New Japan IGP champion, quite a lot of accolades.
This man has conquered a decent portion of the world. He looks to conquer this tournament, and he's brought in some heavy artillery.
Man that has been to war with AJ Styles. Samoa Joe,
Your current NXT champion.
and the legacy of Joe speaks volumes. I want to take you back to NXT, TNA, where a triple threat match between Joe Styles and Christopher Daniels was awarded 5 stars. These two have been through a lot of high quality matches, and I think the respect has led to this team up.
Yeah, these two might not have a lot of experience teaming together, but they have a hell of a lot of experience with one another, and we've seen what things like Joe and Balor have done. Like, they won the Dusty Cup based purely on the same concept of two people who've gone to war and know each other well. Yeah, Samoa Joe, you're only 3-time NXT champion. He's the first 3-time NXT champion. He's the first 2-time NXT champion. Am I about to get corrected?
And the feed. Look at yourself.
So is the feed dying already? Or is it just Discord in general that's dying?
The feed has utterly bricked itself.
I think Discord's just bricking itself, honestly. As I do keep losing some of your audio.
The feed immediately died as soon as the bell rang. So here's a fun fact for you.
As we start off with James Drake. Yes, believe it or not, that is James Drake and AJ Styles.
Yeah, Discord just hates itself.
Ushigoroshi. From Drake to Styles.
Yeah, that does not surprise me.
We're
going to try our best as he attacked Zach Gibson. Feed went somewhat normal. And no, it hasn't.
Northern Lights from Gibson. AJ finding his way out. Step up Enziguri. Rocks
James
Gibson.
Drake is all I heard.
Yeah, Discord is having a time. Clapping the ears of Joe is Gibson. Joe now using the power game. Makes the tag to Styles. Snap nair, neck whip, kick to the back.
I still do not know what is going on. I just see he snapped man into a soccer kick.
You're not too far behind then. I just imagine that the frames keep dying. Styles cranking on the neck. Drake goes for the cover. Not even a 1 count. Yes, I believe due to our technical issues, we may have to end this recording a little early, but we will give you a couple bonus matches that weren't intended for this broadcast, as part of this broadcast, just to pad the time a bit and give you a bit more content. As
Jimmy Drake fights the outside, misses.
Two men fighting on the outside. The referee counts. Neckbreaker. Team strike. Count is at 6 now. Two men continue to brawl on the outside.
I still have no clue what's going on, so I'm gonna
Count is at 8 now.
follow Super right on this one.
And at 9, AJ slides in. Drake stands in. He almost had a count out. He almost had a double count out, in fact. 1916 from Styles.
This score is utterly killing itself.
Due to our technical issues, we'll probably wrap up after this one, and we'll give you some extra content that was supposed to be was going to be stream only content, but we need to pad for time because this one, Discord don't want to play today.
You see a pinfall attempted by James Drake.
Yeah,
two
count off that facebuster. Forearm shots. Sending AJ Styles into the front of the corner is Drake. Styles fighting his way out of it. Back and forth. GYV's corner. Styles sending into his own. Runs in with a clothesline. Styles measuring. Phenomenal forearm connects.
Phenomenal forearm, I see.
Gibson in to break it up. Joe holding Gibson in place. Letting Styles get that enziguri.
Yeah, the frame. I'm hearing count out, and I do not see a count out.
Wow, yeah.
The
count out was a while ago. Things are getting shit-minced. Don't know what Styles were doing there. Styles with a relentless assault to the knee of James Drake. Which seemed to be setting up for this. Calf crusher locked in. Drake having a tap. Styles and Joe.
AJ wins.
Yeah, Styles and Joe set to proceed. A lot of that match was Styles and Drake. And I gotta think to some degree that might have been the strategy, was to keep Drake in. Or, isolate the one man.
I see the winner. I wonder if Alex could see the winner.
I am in the celebrating victory bit, which is the same for everyone because it just picks the default one for teams that aren't established as teams.
Because I'm still hearing match audio.
Actually, no, there's 2. That was a slightly different one.
I'm still hearing slams.
That is fantastic how much Discord is messing up right now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a decisive victory over the GYV. Can you hear me? Is it stable, or do you want me to step out before I roll? Okay, I'll step out before I step out of the
Yeah,
match before rolling out, because it's time for the fourth wall to die. I started saying it during the match, but I want to make sure my co-hosts know what's going. I want to make sure you know what's going on as well.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom before I deal with the glitching again.
Well, no, I was gonna say we'll wrap up here.
Oh, okay, cool.
So what we'll do is we'll wrap up here, and for the sake of the video, we will then show you the match we did earlier in the week, which was sort of a test slash. We were going to record, then something came up.
Okay.
So, which is the Who's Here match, and then the match we did is the warm-up match for this recording, which is the women's championship match. So, so the show isn't super short and only 3 matches. We will give you those 2 as well. We apologize for the technical issues. Hopefully I won't have technical issues and this will actually go out on Sunday this time, because we had a whole bunch of problems last week. Yeah.
It's crossed.
Thank you for sticking with us regardless, and we will be back. We will be back next week, and hopefully Discord won't be shitting itself. Thank you very much for sticking around. Please enjoy the other 2 matches, and ta-ra.
Take care.
Again, Grassman.
No, Grassman is a mascot. Looks like Randy's gonna start in the pod.
Still only on 1 title defense.
Yes.
Because the last match did not end.
Yes, here he is. Macho Madness. Ooh yeah.
He was still in the match by the time the last match ended.
Precisely. There's still a chance.
I
mean, if anyone could defend him multiple times, and I know I've said that before, believe me, I'm aware of my hypocrisy. I would imagine it would be Macho Man Randy Savage.
I mean, as far as 2K19 goes, he's the only man to have defended it once.
Okay, well, still, I think he can do it. So, I have faith in the Macho Man that he can retain it.
For all technical accounts, he's got the best record so far.
That's depressing, is it not? Is it not depressing that that's the case? Either way, he will be here tonight. Will Macho Man Randy Savage be able to maintain his record?
For those joining on the stream who's wondering, I have fully opened up and cleaned out my computer of all dust. I've changed out the RAM, and I think the only problem I've got now is the CPU fan might be running a bit too much, but that's more of just an annoyance than an actual problem.
Which definitely is. He's done on his way to the ring, however. Gotta think, he's a hell of a contender.
I mean, yeah, he has had long-ass title reigns, if not necessarily at the quite work rate the Who's Here belt is.
Yeah, but he is the second longest reigning NXT UK champion.
Right behind the now former, spoilers if you haven't watched NXT this weekend, now former, after 870 days, Volta reign finally toppled.
And I'm going to guess who they chose, because I haven't seen it. Please tell me it's Rampage Brown.
No.
It's Dragunov.
It's Ilya Dragunov.
It's a good enough call, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a very good match. This should surprise no one.
It's Ilya.
Honestly, NXT was very good, but I still have concerns for the future of NXT just because of all of the news.
Yes. Meanwhile, we are waiting on the next entrant. The lights are down, spotlights are out. It's Beetlejuice. Who seems to believe he's Wesley Blake.
Is that what you call that?
I'm not going to pretend. Yes, Beetlejuice unsuccessful in his last showing, which I believe was a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's one of the members of the Random World Rumble.
So he'll be looking to regain some air of momentum. Perhaps beating Randy Matchman Savage would do so. I mean, he is technically immortal.
Yes, technically immortal, the most accurate form of immortal.
I see. Yeah, I didn't want to throw all the actual immortal people off the box. And it's time for a man who needs no introduction and is related to Nigerian royalty, apparently.
Apparently.
That's apparently the most blatant form of possibly. But apart from that, let's be real, the former Wuhan Nation is one hell of an athlete.
Yeah, it's a shame it's taken such a ridiculous gimmick change for him to get quite as much screen time as he has.
To be fair, I like the gimmick.
It's a fine gimmick. It's okay. I have no ill will
They-
towards the gimmick.
It's a nice take away from the rich American douchebag, you know, and all the King gimmicks. It's more palatable, I think.
He's a young Nigerian prince, but he is not looking to give you money.
Yes. I'm surprised they haven't done a joke about that yet.
Oh, I'm sure they probably have. I haven't been watching SmackDown.
I bloody pray they haven't.
I was gonna say who's on the SmackDown commentary team, and then remembered Pat McAfee's on the SmackDown commentary team, and I almost guarantee that they've made that joke.
No, he'd be just saying it's Peacock. Looks like I believe these will be the two entering the ring first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits.
Yeah, coming off their loss in the tag team tournament the first week. The video of which will go live after the stream. It should go live after the stream.
Yes, it appears as though they want to capture momentum any way they can. Sending Dawkins in, the powerhouse of the team. Not a terrible choice, must be said. I think Montez Ford might have faltered in the chamber. This also might be the most ridiculous person to enter an elimination chamber. And I'm aware I'm saying that's over Santino Marella.
I feel like we've already had Weirder in our own series.
Yes, but discounting all of the, how do I word it? The non-real people.
I'm including the non-real people. I feel like we've had some weird ones.
Perhaps. Here's, I know that music.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, your longest ever reigning, at least as form of title in the form of title defenses. Only Lorcan looking to regain the title.
It's a small world. Not a lot of people get rematches in this sort of predicament, so Lorcan joins a very exclusive club here.
It is pure random chances. Whoever gets to Gorilla first gets the opportunity.
Do you think Only Lorcan was camping out, perhaps?
Looking to get back the belt.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah, and record-setting number of title defenses. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, but it is the most that anyone has successfully done. Angelo Dawkins looking to charge early, only looking repeatedly cutting him off at the pass.
So a flying start.
Of course, it's worth remembering the The CCW days where we had Only Lorcan dressed as Angelo Dawkins. Because that was a thing that happened. Thank you, Random Chance, for giving us a fantastic combination of characters.
Yes, he had only Raw. Seems to be entering the chamber soon.
Here comes the champ.
What's entrance into the match?
I'm gonna bring this up because I had the thought with
I believe it's the Macho Man.
With having only Lorcan and Pete Dunne in the match, I've had the thought, considering they are completely overhauling a lot of the stuff in the new wrestling game. I hope they
It sounded like with Dawkins.
I hope they actually add a feature where if people are on a team together, they don't attack each other in multi-man matches like this, and they actually work together. Like, if they are established to be a team, like if they're established to be friends, and same, like, you can establish feuds with people, so if people are known to be enemies, they'll more likely go after each other. That is a feature that the video games could definitely use.
And the old CCW days.
I don't know how far behind Dan's audio is, but it seems really far behind. Considering he's only, like, from what I hear, he's only just pulling up the CCW stuff that I mentioned earlier.
I see Beetlejuice entering.
As Beetlejuice has made his way into the ring. Currently has only Lorcan in the Tree of Woe. As Angelo Dawkins hit a spear on the champ. Champ kicks out at 1. Not even at 1.
Macho Man here. Oh, who's going for the pin? I didn't want.
Dan is behind, and I don't know why. Like, I'm not having any other problems. Because I don't believe I'm having any other problems. Now we have Pete Dunne. Apparently, he has a lot of potato at his end, which is interesting because again, I'm not having any problems with anything. Like, I'm not having
Done his end to the match. Really gonna have to
computer. I'm not having problem with stream. I don't know. Don't know. It's odd. It's very odd. Lock it on the outside. Pete Dunne. Dawkins. Macho Man and Beetlejuice.
Who's going there?
The last man entering the match. Someone got busted open. I'm not 100% sure who.
You gotta bring it up, Ike. What do you know?
Yeah, there's I just respond to messages. And get easily distracted as usual. I was about to go through who people were squaring off with, and everyone decided to change who they were squaring off with. So I don't know if it's worth bothering. And again, obviously, on top of this, we have Dan struggling,
I
which might be a Discord problem. I imagine it's a Discord problem, because I'm not having problems with anything else.
cannot get a single detail.
Yeah. At least I don't believe so. You know, I will pause, let the game pause, and we'll find out and have a look. Because I shouldn't be having problems. I don't know if Danny can hear me now. I have, the game paused. Doesn't seem like it. I also don't see myself. I'm gonna restart the call on Discord. Yeah, it does seem like it's a Discord issue. Because I'm now having a straight up connection issue for Discord. So I have to restart Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna restart Discord. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, because I don't seem to be having any issues. Like with anything else. So I feel like it's just Discord playing a bit of a silly shit. Which is a bit odd, I'll admit. Okay. Hello.
No. Here's still things are not working.
Well, so when I got to the point where I saw Discord wasn't hearing me, it wasn't thing. So I think it seems like it's a Discord problem. So everything else is working fine. So
Yeah.
I
This is
say
gonna.
we try and finish this at least. Just get that test done.
Yeah, let's get the test done.
Just
Then
so
I
we
need.
know, or we have at least a
Yeah.
better idea.
Yeah. Then I might need to bootly boot.
Yeah,
To
that's fine. And then I'll when you go, I'll make my mind up whether or not I want to keep streaming and doing something else.
Yeah. Let's get this at least out of the way because this will give us information for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, I can finally see things properly. Woo!
Good. I will have to be earlier in the day though. Tomorrow. Because I have D&D on Wednesdays.
That is. We'll make you one. Don't worry. If needs to be, I'll do it after work. Beetlejuice has been pinned.
Yeah, Beetlejuice first eliminated.
Also, hi people, I'm alive again. And Dawkins.
There goes Dawkins. Current champ.
Rapid succession there.
Current champ taking out the leader, the record holder. Gotta think that's a message sent from Savage.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. Anything you can do, I can do better. Pete Dunne, 2 count from the bridging German there. Apollo Crews. I think everyone, bar Angela Dawkins, would make one hell of a champion.
That honestly, the way you said that says a lot about Angela Dawkins than anything else.
I mean, to be fair, he's been in NXT for, well, he was in NXT for 6 odd years, it felt like.
I mean, literally everyone says that he is the worst half of the Street Profits, so...
Yeah, he's the worst half of everything. Look, Montez Ford has personality. You know, that's going for him. Angelo might have something going for him if he pins Randy.
Yep,
Are you kidding me?
we are guaranteed a new champion.
Savage unable to defend this time.
I was gonna
My
say
money's on
I'd like
Apollo.
just a long title reign for Pete Dunne with the North American Championship, but then I remembered who has the North American Championship, and I'd rather Swerve do that, actually.
Yes, I would also much rather Swerve. I am a huge Strickland fan. And yes, I know I should not refer to him as Shane Strickland anymore, but I will.
Like, just completely down. Like, partially because, again, Swerve's great, but also because, like, as well as having Hit Row there, like, having that be a long-ass title reign would be great. Just really give some credibility to the belt, really give some credibility to Hit Row.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not as if Shane Strickland doesn't deserve it, for Christ's sake.
Like,
Man puts on belters with Leo Rush. I remember, sorry, not Leo Rush, Leo Ruff.
Like, legitimately, give all the belts except for the main one to Hit Row, and then just let them do shit with it, and then you can keep the main event scene as the main event scene. Like,
Yeah. Because, no offense, none of the rest of Hit Row should beat Joe.
yeah.
Twisting DDT!
Well, almost reminiscence of the Reckoning, the current finishing move of one Damian Priest.
Yeah, perhaps a shout out
Yeah,
to the current United States champion.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the current United States champion. Great minds think alike.
Irish sweep to the corner. Cruz in the corner. Cruz gets splashed by Dawkins. One of Dawkins' strength, weight behind the presses.
Yeah, he's very good at building momentum, is Angelo Dawkins.
No, vertical suplex. But if we're talking strength, let's not beat around the bush. Apollo has the advantage. Apollo's is in that Cesaro camp.
As we say that, he just gorilla presses.
Into standing moonsault. Goes for the pin.
That is all she wrote. Apollo Crews, the new Who's Here champion.
And what a hell of a champion. You know, this might be the turning point for Apollo's momentum in all of our future shows.
Yes. I don't remember if Apollo Crews ended up making it into any of the tag teams. I know he was considered.
I believe he did not. Yes, indeed, he was a consideration. But Cruz is now making sure he has the statement. Absolutely on-form performance by Cruz.
Speaking of which, do we have Apollo Crews in any of the Rumbles?
Yes, I've been sure of that.
Good.
I'll check. He's in number 11.
Don't know them by number, but I can go look.
Yeah, I don't want to give spoilers.
Gotta keep things as surprise.
Precisely, a surprise. Congratulations to Apollo Crews.
Oh, following contest does not have a ring announcer, because why would I leave it turned on?
You could just look at JoJo being JoJo.
Yeah. A following contest is for the Women's Championship.
JoJo sounds a lot like Alex.
Why would I be trying to do... I can't do JoJo.
The following contest.
Is that I was going to say, was that your JoJo?
Well, I can't have Bray Wyatt. So, yes. It'll have to do.
Yes, your winner of the WWE G1. I would say 2021, but we're not doing this again. Not for a while.
Now, hold on. 2022 is a long year.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. Maybe the next WWE game is going to be really good, and we'll actually want to do another one.
There are other games. I forgot Paige had a unique motion.
A lot of them have unique title motions.
Yeah, but I rarely use the women's title, to be fair.
That's fair.
Let alone use entrances for them.
Mm.
But yes, it's Pagehausen.
It's Pagey Wagey.
It's Pagey Wagey versus Danhausen. Here we go.
I still don't have the intergender mod set up. I can't do that.
God damn it, we're missing potential.
Pagehausen.
Precisely. Pagehausen would be a great team.
Any team with Danhausen in it is a great team.
Ah, yes. Old school WWE logo because they couldn't use WWF logo. Yes, there's Dakota Kai.
Yes. You're
That's
challenging.
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Yes, as you can see, as they have proven, that is Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
And this is Paige.
Yeah.
There's a movie about her.
The champion. Hey.
And that's Alex attempting.
No, that's me. That's me half-arsing ring announcing. Honestly.
Well, you heard it. You heard it here first, folks.
And maybe honestly, not even that. Maybe like a quarter arsing. Women's title on the line.
Yes, here we go, women. Indeed, women's title is on the line. It's one of the only titles we actually have, now that I think about it.
It's this, the Cruiserweight Champion and the 24/7 Championship, and we still need to crown an actual champion. Not a clean break here from the champion.
Well, it doesn't need to be.
Sways the momentum in her favor early.
If they do have the champion's advantage, you can get away with a few things. I'm not saying you should, no, but it's an option.
Okay, now using those feet to put those educated feet, goes for a pin, gets maybe a 1 at best, and that's being tenuous.
Trip up there, going to take advantage, goes for a single leg Boston.
Got some wear on the knee. May not have been in it for long, but it'll do some damage.
Absolutely, it's a little thing. Goes for a trip here. Kai pushes Paige away. Single leg drop kick in return.
Leapfrog. Drop kick returned in kind.
A bit of anything you can do, I can do better mentality there by Paige.
Snap suplex.
Hard to argue against it, to be fair.
Paige, one of the most talented people in the roster. I think so is Kai. Both women proved it during the tournament. Both women can go.
Those women absolutely can. I think, however, Paige definitely has that advantage. She's very much a veteran here, having competed or is associated themselves with wrestling from a very young age.
Backbreaker from Kai. To the monkey flip.
Using all of the strength there to pick up a deadlift weighted opponent as well. Not easy to do.
Rolling over with the momentum, popping up with the leg.
Headbreaker. That's Shayna Baszler music.
Yeah. Baszler wanting to remind everyone. She might not, the latter half of the tournament might not have gone well for her, but she is still here. And seems like she's out for gold.
Absolutely, and can you blame the caliber athlete that Shayna Baszler is from wanting a shot? I don't think you can. No.
I think I cannot say I'm surprised. But that one does surprise me.
Lana. Paige trying to get a sneaky pin here. But why is Lana here? That's the question.
Lana being left out of a lot of what we've done so far with the women's division. Are we looking to state a claim? Put herself on the show.
I mean, there's definitely an argument for it, but and I don't mean to dismiss Lana here, but she's not exactly a high caliber opponent. Alley-oop bomb there by Kodakai, however, no pinfall attempt.
Stop the legs, goes for the cover. They're getting a 1.
Paige very resilient. You're gonna see that throughout this match, I imagine. Goes for the Paige trying to get countered into a clothesline there.
Yeah, shot on clothesline. Effective counter to the page turner. It's for another monkey.
Absolutely, it'll rock your brain. And it's not even just that; it's also the delusion. It's like what's the term I'm looking for? The confusion factor that comes into play.
Yeah, you expect to be able to hit your move, and suddenly, you're laying on your back. It's a bit disorientating.
Yeah, it's a really smart strategy there by Kai. Paige Turner finally connects, however. Paige instantly go for the pin. And Kai kicks out.
I don't think Kai kicked out. I think Paige's legs were under the rope.
Hard to see from the angle. I'm thinking you might actually be correct on that one. Looks to be setting up something different, however. Nails Rampage.
Making sure the rope's on in a factor this time. That is
and Paige has done it. Paige is a fighting champion. And you gotta think Shayna Baszler might be relishing the fact that her opponent of choice is still the champion.
I'm sure. Although we say that, you gotta think Shayna's probably still got beef with Dakota Kai. I don't know if Shayna will ever stop having beef with Kai. But I think Paige is more of the dream match. It's more of the big money match as well, which I'm sure will entice Shayna Baszler.
Absolutely, she is a big money person, remember. So it doesn't surprise me at all. Still, good defense by Paige. Congratulations.